Hey, Roostlings! It is time for a Roostling Report. Um, so life shit wise, just some cool life things that I did. I played tennis with my buddy Adam, which he's been wanting to do with me forever. Never really played tennis before, so he's played some tennis, but I have not played any tennis. And I guess we basically were just trying to hit the ball to each other so we could see how many times we could get it to bounce. I think our record was like six, I think. And that's generous. It might have been just four, but it was pretty fun. I had a good time with that. I also checked out a new-ish park with the kids. This park down by my brother's house got remade, and so we went down there and let the kiddos run around and stuff. I also played monster trucks with Alan today, which was super fun. Um, he really likes the little monster truck things. Um, Video game wise, I've been mostly focused on Summoner's War. Just I have not stopped playing that game. I play it pretty much constantly right now because of this event. I've been just getting a bunch of cool stuff. And now I've been trying to build like a bunch of creatures. I just got a brownie wizard, which I'm trying to build right now. It's a blue type one, and yeah, I've just been building a bunch of guys. I've also been playing Lost Centauria, which is a spin-off game from the same dudes. That is like a MOBA-ish game, and it's been pretty fun too. I played that for like a whole day. It was a good time. This game called Duskwood on my phone. It's like a mystery adventure game. I thought I was done with it. Like I thought I did all the puzzles, and then like the story bit was happening. I do all the puzzles, and then I do the story. You can do them like in tandem, but it's just easier and faster to do it that way. And no, there's more puzzle to do, so I've not beaten it yet. But I thought it was there. It's ramping up. The killer's after us. We all know what's going down now. We just gotta wrap it up now. I've been playing the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy on the Switch, which has been really cool. I didn't get to play that as a kid, and so now on the Switch is pretty neat, just because it's a Pokemon game. I love Pokemon, and the Pokemon card game. There's not a lot of like Magic the Gathering had a bunch of card video games, and so did Yu-Gi-Oh, but Pokemon I don't feel like has had as many. I know that there are them out there. I know that there's at least two on the Game Boy, and I know there's like one currently ongoing that's just like the normal one, but with like an actual story and everything, I don't think there's very many. And it's pretty neat. The biggest issue for me is just the grinding to get the packs so I can build different decks. Which it's a cool thing, but at the same time, I'm just like, dang, there's like three dudes at this temple. I don't really want to keep fighting the same three dudes over and over just to get random cards. But I'm doing it. We're doing it. Um, played, been playing Street Fighter Five a bunch. I've made a ton of progress in that. I've been mostly just vibing out and playing Street Fighter Five and listening to just a bunch of different music, including the Street Fighter Five soundtrack for the game that I was playing, which I could have just listened to, but I didn't do it that way. I also have been playing, restarted up on Hades because I did beat it on one run, but now I need to do 19 more runs, and so I kind of paused on that. But I've been plugging away at it. I haven't beat it again, but just been plugging away. Uh, and then Fortnite, I need to get back on because there's a Ninja Turtle event, and just like the season's wrapping up, and I haven't gotten to the end of the thing. So I played a little bit tonight with Lisa and Guillermo, but otherwise, like, I haven't playing very much. So I'm gonna try to hop on a lot more this week so I can get all this stuff. Because consumerism and all that, and just kind of train for it at this point. I watched some stuff. WWE have caught mostly all the way up on. The one episode that I was looking forward to with The Rock and Roman Reigns come back, being the bad guys, is the episode I'm currently like sitting on. So that kind of is annoying, but I got an hour and a half tomorrow probably to watch that, so that'll be cool. I also have, I watched two different movies that I remember from being a kid, and I thought I was gonna hate both of them, and both of them were just perfectly fine, whatever movies. First was Good Burger. I actually actively remember not liking this movie as a kid, but as an adult, watching it with the kids was fine. And Air Bud, I thought for sure I would hate rewatching it, but it's fine. There's four other ones which I know are going to be terrible, and I think the kids want to see, so we probably all have seen all the Air Buds eventually, so that's good. I watched Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One, which was just not great. The Mission Impossible series has this weird issue, so is the James Bond series, where they keep introducing female characters and they just like kill off the old one in the new movie so that the different love interest can be there. And this one just pushed that way hard. They're like, oh, here's this chick from the other one. And you're like, oh, cool, wow. And then they're like, oh, she's dead. Oh, but she's not. Tricked you. He actually saved her. But now she's coming back to help. Oh, but he was already like meeting with this new chick, so now she does have to die, and then she just dies. It's really weird. And then the whole movie, otherwise, for some reason, it's a part one out of part two movie series. It's kind of the idea is okay. Like an AI goes rogue and basically is like controlling people via just like blackmail and stuff. To do its bidding, and it wants to like rule the world or whatever. It's gonna take over. But like it's just so slow, this movie, and the movie's like 2 hours 45 minutes for part one of like a James Bond flick, but for Americans, and I don't know. It was too much. I did watch a cool documentary called Nature Boy. It's by a Nature Boy Ric Flair, and it's just his life kind of, and it's basically really sad because this dude just like loses himself to his own like bullshit WWE character and like ruins his whole life. So that's depressing. I also watched a show called Solo Leveling. My brother recommended it to me. It's like 7 episodes long right now. It's currently going out on Crunchyroll, and that was really good. I might end up reading the manga. It's basically like a world in which like video game logic kind of is a thing. Like there's dungeons from like an evil realm that break into reality, and there's like hunters E through like S rank hunters, and the E rank hunters are just garbage. And that's who what our hero is, and you can't raise above your hunter station, but somehow our hero gets some powers through some means that I won't go into or spoil, and he can level up basically by doing quests and stuff, which makes him like the best guy. He's the best boy then after that. Um, Listening wise, just been all over the place with my music. I've been listening to Street Fighter 5 music, just all kinds of stuff. Music box player, like versions of it, techno versions of songs, old school 2-bit versions. It's been fun. I listened to the new Willie Nelson CD just because it did come out, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll listen to it." It's a jazzy mix of his old music. It's very good. It's better than it should be. I've been missing listening to just gym playlists, and I found one that's called Gym Lists for Baddies. And so I've been listening to a lot of Nicki Minaj, BIA, and Megan Thee Stallion, and they've been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, Nicki and Megan go really super hard sometimes, and Megan on her piano is pretty fucking neat to listen to. I listened to some songs my kid recommended to me from this Digital Circus show that I watched the first episode of. I don't think there's another episode out. My kids are obsessed with Digital Circus. It's pretty like neat idea, but like from only one episode being out, there's just so much content like out about it. But my kid was wanted to recommend. He knows I like music, so he recommended me like 5 or 6 songs from different guys about this thing, and they were all really good. So I added them to my playlist. I listened to a few. Oh, I listened to F Zero, all of it that Spotify has, like piano renditions, remixes, and all that again. And then two different video game soundtracks that both were sleeper hits. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, peaceful, amazing soundtrack. Them's Fighting Herds, which is this just bizarre shit game. Um, amazing soundtrack. Really, really beats. Uh, and then reading wise, just been reading Game of Thrones. Actually, I keep talking about the Red Wedding and being excited to read about it on the chapter that it is in. Like the bookmark is in that page, so it's ready to go. But yeah, I don't know, kind of an impromptu Phoenix report just so I can get one in. But I hope that you guys have been having a great week, and yeah, good vibes to you. Have a good night, guys.